Our movie story today is about Barefoot. It's about a girl who has never seen the outside world, locked inside her house for 20 years. When her mother dies, she suddenly finds herself alone and crosses paths with a man addicted to gambling who plans to use her to fix his life. But what happens next is completely unexpected. That man's name is Jay, a heavy gambler who can't stop betting. One day, the guy he owes money to comes to him, saying, "You've lost everything, Jay. I even found out your family is rich. Why don't you take my money from them before things get ugly?" Jay tells him he's been cut off from his family, so the man orders his bodyguard to beat him up and warns him, "You have 1 week to bring my money, or you're dead." After that, Jay goes back to his job at a mental hospital, part of a rehabilitation deal since he's had a long record of addiction and public property damage. That day, he decides to reconnect with his family after years of distance, calling his mum to tell her he'll attend his brother's wedding. Of course, it's all a trick, so he can ask his dad for money to pay his debts. But when his mum passes the phone to his father, Jay freezes. He clearly doesn't want to talk, but he's forced to. He pretends he's doing great, tells his dad he's got a girlfriend, and that she might even be the one. His father replies, "Perfect, son. Bring her with you to the wedding." Jay is shocked. He doesn't even have a girlfriend. He starts panicking, even tries asking one of the nurses at the hospital to come with him, but she calls him crazy and walks away. Then it's revealed Jay actually works as a janitor at the hospital, not a doctor. That's when he first meets Daisy, a new patient who just arrived. Later, Jay is chatting with a couple of patients, trying to cheer them up, until the doctor in charge finds out and yells at him, "You're not a doctor. Don't talk to my patients again." After Jay leaves, Daisy comes in. She seems lost, doesn't even know what time it is. The doctor tells her, "You know your mother is gone. You left a note for the mailman about what you should do." Daisy gets more anxious and confused, crying, "I'm here because of the voices, right?" That night, Jay hears a noise. The doctor's assistant trying to assault Daisy. Jay snaps, punches the guy unconscious, and helps calm Daisy down. He tells her to stay safe and keep quiet about it, or they'll both be in trouble. But when Jay goes downstairs, he realizes Daisy took her bag and ran away barefoot into the streets. He catches up to her and asks, "Why did you leave? You need to go back." Suddenly, Daisy starts hyperventilating from panic. Jay calms her down, gives her money, and says, "Take a taxi, go wherever you want." As he crosses the street, he notices she's still standing there, frozen, not knowing where to go. He walks her to the side and learns she has no family, no friends, no one at all. That's when Jay gets a wild idea. He'll take Daisy to the wedding and pretend she's his girlfriend. On the way, he tells her, "If anyone asks, say you're a nurse." That's it. They head to the airport, board the plane, and as Jay tries to rest for a couple of hours, a flight attendant tells him, "Your girlfriend's been in the bathroom for ages. Maybe something's wrong." He checks and finds out Daisy doesn't even know how to flush the toilet. He helps her out, brings her back to her seat, and tells her to rest. But instead of sleeping, she plays with everything around her like a curious child. Just before Jay closes his eyes again, the flight attendant returns. "Sir, your girlfriend is sitting in first class and refuses to leave." Jay goes, brings her back, and by then, the flight is over. He hasn't slept a second. When they arrive at his family's mansion, Jay's mom greets them warmly, but he suddenly remembers he forgot to buy Daisy shoes, and the first thing Daisy blurts out is, "I'm a nurse," without even saying her name. Later, Jay meets his father after all those years. His dad invites him and his girlfriend for dinner, hinting that he's proud of him again. He even shows Jay his new luxury RV with bedrooms and a full kitchen. At dinner, Daisy meets Jay's brother and his fiancée. Her innocent behavior makes everyone like her. She's pure and sweet. Jay starts lying about his work, saying he's starting a big project that'll change the city, just looking for investors. His dad, suspicious, asks, "So you're here for money, right?" Jay replies, "You taught me to take every opportunity." Daisy, clueless but kind, supports him. He really has a great plan. Jay thanks her later that night for saving him. The next morning, Jay's mom wakes him up, panicked. "Your girlfriend is cleaning our bathroom." Jay rushes in and asks Daisy why she's doing that. She answers softly, "I used to clean for my mom." She said, "That's how you show love." Jay smiles sadly. If you love someone, you don't have to prove it. You just love them. Then Daisy drops a bombshell. "I killed my mother." Jay is stunned. She explains that's why she was in the hospital. He's speechless, whispering to himself, "What have I gotten myself into?" Later, Jay's mum dresses Daisy beautifully for the wedding ceremony. She walks out, looking absolutely stunning. At the event, a little girl throws flowers on the floor. Daisy thinks they've fallen by mistake, so she rushes to pick them up. Jay quickly covers the situation before people notice. Then Jay's father corners him again about money. Jay admits he needs $40,000 to start his project. Before his dad can reply, his mum calls him away. Meanwhile, Daisy overhears people gossiping that Jay once had an affair with a married woman. She feels uncomfortable, but when the music starts, she asks Jay, shyly, "Can we dance?" She's never danced before, trembling in his arms. Jay's father interrupts and dances with Daisy himself, suspecting something. He pressures her to tell him the truth about Jay's job, until Daisy faints from stress. Jay rushes her outside. His father follows, demanding the truth, and Jay finally confesses, "I work as a janitor in a mental hospital." And Daisy, she's a patient there. Daisy takes off the pearl necklace Jay's mom gave her and tries to return it. The mom kindly tells her to keep it, but the father yells, "You're giving her jewelry bought with my money?" Daisy panics, screams, and throws the necklace away. Now that Jay broke his parole and left the state, he can't fly back. So he sneaks into a parking lot, looking for a car with keys. Luckily, Daisy finds one, a camper van with a bed inside, and they drive off. On the road, Daisy is amazed by everything she sees for the first time. Jay stops at a bus station, gives her some money, and says he'll make a phone call and be right back. But he actually plans to leave her and run. Hours pass. Daisy's still waiting, telling the security guard, "My boyfriend's making a call. He'll be right back." Meanwhile, Jay calls the hospital doctor. The doctor screams, "You're going to jail for this." "That girl is sick." Jay argues, "She's not like the others. She just needs someone to treat her kindly." Then he hangs up after telling him where she is. As Jay looks at Daisy's shoes lying in the car, guilt hits him. He drives back to pick her up. She's thrilled to see him. They go to a supermarket. Jay gives her money to buy whatever she wants while he waits outside smoking. She ends up buying random things, totally lost, until Jay finds her. Turns out she knows how to cook, but never bought food before. Suddenly, a cop spots Jay, and a high-speed chase begins. He barely manages to escape. Later, exhausted, Jay decides to nap for a while. But Daisy wakes him. There's a policeman outside. Jay hides as the officer searches the car. Daisy tells him, "My boyfriend ran into the woods. When the cop leaves to chase him, Daisy quickly grabs his car keys and throws them away. Jay asks why she did that, and she says innocently, "Because if you go to jail, we won't be together." They continue their journey until they find a small camp. There, Daisy sees a little girl and her mother, who tells her, "One day you'll be a mom too. Then you'll understand love even more." That night, Daisy looks at Jay, lost in thought. They talk. She asks if he ever truly loved before. It's the first time anyone's ever asked him that. The next day, they join the campers at an amusement park, having the time of their lives. Daisy smiles and says, "This is the best night of my whole life." She's never been outside before, and now she's falling deeply for Jay. She even tells him, "If I had money, I'd give it all to you so you could fix your problems." Jay decides to teach her how to drive, but she's terrified. "I'm sick," she says. He reassures her, "No, Daisy. You've been perfect since the moment I met you." Then the doctor calls, demanding he bring Daisy back. Jay promises he will, but Daisy overhears the call, gets heartbroken, steals the car, and drives away, crying. She loses control and crashes into a container. Luckily, she's fine. Jay finds her, comforts her, and confesses, "Yes, I plan to take you back." But not anymore. Everything's changed. He asks her how her mother really died. Daisy says her mom was the one who